What up, everyone? Welcome back to Blade Bias. The Balisong community is a community that is full of very high highs and very low lows. Fortunately for us, today, the very low lows are from companies that felled off. Yes, that's right. They felled off. And anyone who wants to argue it, you'll know the company when you hear the news. Anyone who wants to argue it, come at me, because I won't listen, and I don't care. Now, that extremely controversial take is taken out. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to news. It's been a while since I've done news. There's been so much to cover on the channel. Well, actually, has there been so much to cover on the channel, or is there just so much in the archive that I can't show you yet? Like the rest of the stuff from the case with Ted, which I've now sent out. Anyway, whatever. Let's talk about some really cool news and some pretty controversial news. But thankfully, before you click off because you're sick of the drama, it's not really drama, it's just people have different opinions on the news, so you don't have to worry that much about it. First off, I'm gonna do probably it's not the most exciting news of the roundup, only because we don't know too much about it. But Fellowship Blades, who you might know for this bad boy over here, the Medusa, the Medusa, the Empress, etc., has announced that he is working on the V3 Medusa, V2 Medusa trainers, and he has lowered the price of the Empress to reflect the price of the Empress Medusa, which is really great. If you want to get a Grail level knife for $600, go do it, because people were paying $700 for that thing, and they still loved it. So now you're just getting a free, basically, like, what is that? You're getting a free, like, 15% off or something like that. Just for free. Holy cow, what a catch. Just for free. Like no questions asked. Just $600 for an Empress. $700 value. Like, if you want an Empress, now is the time to get one. And the only reason I say that, like, the V2 Medusa trainer and the V3 Medusa isn't that exciting is because compared to the rest of the stuff we're going to talk about, it's not very tangible. We only know that it exists through word of mouth from Grant himself, rather than like seeing any pictures. Although I will say we've seen trainer blades that he's working on that I believe is going to become the Medusa trainer. Or maybe it's the Empress trainer. I don't know. You remember we talked about the Kukri trainer blade a few weeks ago. So that's kind of tangible and pretty exciting. But everything else is kind of just word of mouth. So I'm just letting you know to be excited for that, because it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let's get into the felled off news now, because this company kind of felled off. It's BRS, and I'm sure all of you guessed that from the time that I said that. BRS has recently increased the price of their most popular Balisong. I think, is the Rep their most popular? I mean, I know it kind of trades blows between like the Rep and the Alpha Beast, but I always see people buy Reps more because Reps you can actually mod them and all that. But they increased that from a MSRP of, I believe, $285 to now $385. So, rather than going the Fellowship Blades direction and creating $100 of value for their customers, they are now pulling the rug out from their customers and charging $100 more for a Balisong that some people argue wasn't even worth $300 in the first place. So that's awesome. Good job, BRS. This has been it's been a very dividing thing in the community, because every time you go on like a Rep announcement post that they announce that they have new stock in store, there's a bunch of people that are like, why is it $400 now? That's stupid. And then people will reply to them and be like, blah blah blah, marketing, blah blah blah, production cost. It's like, dude, the Rep kind of sucked to begin with. Why do you think it's the most modded Balisong in existence? It's the one Balisong that people buy basically only to change it. And you want to argue that they should charge $100 more? I don't really care. I don't really like the Rep. I think the Rep is kind of annoying. It has tap. It has G10. I mean, the G10 already makes me not like it. But yeah, it's just like, I don't really care, but I can see why people care, because it's a pretty big price increase for a Rep. I don't really know, like, most of the people that I've seen commenting on the price increase weren't really names that I recognized. I don't really know what people more in the circle of, like, the Instagram people that I follow or that follow me think about it. But I'm sure it's equally as divisive because a lot of people like the Rep and a lot of people don't like the Rep, so... Holy shit, that was such a cool pair. Did you guys see? I just did like a Z choker transfer and then threw it in the air and then caught it perfectly. Oh my god. Anyway, so take that for what you will. I think BRS fell off a long time ago. And yes, I'm saying fell off purposefully, by the way. I don't need 6,000 comments saying it's not fell off, it's actually fell off. I know, being ironic. Something that you could stand to learn about a little bit, Timmy. Yeah, I don't care. I don't think the Rep is worth $400. So, whatever. Anyway, now the actually exciting part of the news, and the reason, you might have been wondering why I've been flipping the Prisma the whole time, because that comes into it. Because, holy cow, Dalen, Machine-Wise, just announced changes coming to the Prisma platform. Now, I am not sure if this is a V2 or if this is like a different alternate version of the Prisma. It could be either one. It could be a V2. It could be like a side grade to the Prisma, whatever. But he showed off a Prisma that had rounded handles, basically like the Marin Light. They were rounded, they had texturing on them, and it was on a Prisma blade. And he said it was going to be about $145 blemished and $165 new. $5 increase over the Prisma to fix the one thing that people don't like the Prisma for, which is its blocky handles. The Prisma has been long regarded as a really good balisong, but the balance is kind of weird and the blockiness is kind of weird. I am someone who, since my foray into plastic balisongs, has been really, really enjoying. I'm going to make a video about this later this week, but really enjoying the Prisma a lot more than I used to. But I used to really enjoy the Prisma, but now I enjoy it even more somehow. It is, for $5 extra, getting rounded handles with this balance and the chamfered blade spine that he implemented a few months ago. Oh my god, that could be the best trainer. I don't care what anyone says. That could just be the best trainer. Like, the Prisma is already sneaking its way up my favorite trainer list as I've been flipping it the past few days. But with rounded handles, holy cow. So that should be coming out relatively soon. Hopefully it's not out by the time you see this video, and then this is completely irrelevant, like usually happens with news. But I've been rambling for too long. Hopefully you've got some exciting news to share, and if you do, go join the Discord and post it in the news channel. It's where I got all my stories this week. No, I didn't. I think I only got one story for this week. The rest of them, no one posted. Come on, guys, get on it. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.